Welcome back to the 2-Minute Warning. Today I'm looking at whether or not the Tampa Bay Buccaneers should pursue signing wide receiver Julian Edelman after he's just been released by the New England Patriots. But before getting to that topic, question for those of you viewing, comment down below, do you think the Bucs should go after Julian Edelman or not? Comment your thoughts below. But getting into this topic, the New England Patriots, breaking news have released Julian Edelman, wide receiver, and he is expected to retire, and I do think that will be the likely outcome. But if there's one team that would give Julian Edelman a shot, and there's one team Julian Edelman would consider coming out of retirement for, it is to be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers so that he can reunite with Tom Brady and Rob Gronkowski. Julian Edelman, he's been released because of his injury in his knee. He's not even expected to play a whole season if he is on a team because the knee injury is so bad. So his health concerns is one issue, let alone what the price he's looking for, and just the factor that he's up there in age. What can we really get out of an older receiver that has health issues? That is a question mark for the Buccaneers. But if he's coming back for a veteran minimum, pennies on the dollar, I think the Buccaneers have to at least consider it and see what he is willing to pay for. And like I said, him not being able to play a whole season is definitely a concern. But if you went to a Tampa Bay Buccaneers type of team that has a receiving core with the Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, Scotty Miller, Tyler Johnson, Rob Gronkowski, Cameron Brate, O.J. Howard, you don't need Julian Edelman every single snap, 17 games a year, I guess, considering this year. You only need him maybe on third downs or maybe every other game or maybe just for the playoffs. Julian Edelman could play on limited snaps in games that he is needed to just be a wild card receiver that the Bucs can throw into their offense. And like I said, he won't be able to play a full season more likely than not, but the time he can play and what he can offer the Bucs might just be enough to throw off a couple of teams. So if I'm the Bucs, I am definitely looking into it. And like I said, I don't think this will come together, and I don't think it will happen. But if the Buccaneers don't pull off an AB signing and they want to kind of ditch that idea and look at Julian Edelman, I do think the temptation is there. But like I said, I do think Julian Edelman will go into retirement, being up there in age, having a knee injury, and obviously not working it out with the Patriots and convincing them to keep him. It's not a good sign. It's already been announced he's more likely going to retire. But like I said, if there's one team and one guy he would come back to play for, it would have to be Tom Brady. And Tom Brady, I don't want to say he could guarantee Julian Edelman, but he could show him, look, we're going to be competitive and we might be playing for a Super Bowl. So that is some incentive for Julian Edelman. But of course, the Buccaneers, if they had the money to go out and sign receivers, AB would already be there. So if Julian Edelman wants to come back, but he wants a big paycheck to be convinced to come back, the Buccaneers don't have that money. So if the money negotiation isn't going to even be close, then the Buccaneers have to ditch that idea. And if it's going to be costly, you might as well go for AB. But like I said, if Julian Edelman is coming back for veteran minimum, pennies on the dollar, I think they should sign him just for a third down threat and every other game threat, just a wild card, question mark type of player that'll throw off defenses because there's not going to be a lot of tape on him because he's only going to have limited snaps, yet he can still execute when Tom Brady is under center. Just looking at a receiving core that possibly has, like I said, Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, Scotty Miller, Rob Gronkowski, Cameron Brate, O.J. Howard, that's three solid tight ends, and that Julian Edelman, I don't want to say X factor, but just an extra cherry on top of that receiving core that could really help out this team, just maybe win a game, have a game-winning drive. Like I said, I keep saying like I said, but Julian Edelman, just if he's coming back cheap, he does have value, and even if he does get hurt, the Bucs will be fine without him. But if he's cheap, I think he's worth the risk just to see if they could get him an extra win or an extra drive down the game that could really seal the game. He's probably going to go into retirement, and I don't see him going to any other team unless they are offering big money. But I don't see a Jets or Jaguars or Bengals or Colts going out there and signing a Julian Edelman who's up there in age and a knee injury. And I don't see Julian Edelman wanting to play for that. I think he would just want to play for Tom, the guy he's always played with. Even when he left, I'm not sure he was happy to stay with New England, especially when he saw Rob Gronkowski go with Tom. I'm not sure Edelman wanted to be stuck with Gronk, but now he might have a second chance to go play with Tom Brady and get one more ring under his career. That could possibly solidify Julian Edelman being a Hall of Famer. Right now, I don't even want to say it's 50-50. I don't think Julian Edelman would make the Hall of Fame at this current career with this current resume. He does have a Super Bowl MVP, so that is notable, but the longevity isn't there. The numbers aren't there. However, one more ring with Tom Brady on a separate team could really be the cherry on top of Julian Edelman's career and making him a possible Hall of Famer. But we will have to see. Overall, my opinion, I keep saying it, but in my opinion, he is not going to come back. I think he's going to finish his career in retirement. I don't think he's going to play another snap, but we will see. If Tom Brady makes a phone call like he did with Gronk, like he did with AP, Tom Brady's a pretty convincing guy, and he likes Julian Edelman. He's always been one of his favorite slot receivers. We know he likes his short white slot receivers, Julian Edelman, Wes Welker, Scotty Miller, the list goes on. This is a Tom Brady type of receiver that could fit this Buccaneers scheme and just be another weapon for the Bucs to throw off. However, if they're looking at Antonio Brown, might not even be worried about old man, injured Julian Edelman. However, if they're looking to leave the Antonio Brown idea, Julian Edelman, I think, is at least worth the phone call. But of course, like I said, comment down below your guys' thoughts. Do you think he's going to retirement? Do you think he'll play for another team? Do you think he'll play for the Bucs? And I also want to know, do you think Julian Edelman, at this current day, if he retired today and didn't play another snap, do you think he's a Hall of Famer? For me, it would be no, but it is damn near close. We'll have to see the retirement class he goes in with. Drew Brees and Phillip Rivers, it's already not looking good. And maybe Larry Fitzgerald. It's going to be a tough class for him to make the Hall of Fame. But overall, he's had a great career, Super Bowl MVP. And I'd love to see if the Bucs can at least make out with a veteran minimum deal. But we'll have to see. I don't think it will happen. Like I said, comment your thoughts down below. And thanks for watching, guys. 2-1.